Welcome to Capture Culture, where worlds collide, creatives thrive, and the beat never dies. That's Adam.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
I'm Alex, coming fresh with a mic check and thanking you for the time you're about to invest.
Hello.
Adam,
Yes, sir.
we're doing this show today, right? It's our
Yeah,
origins. And I was like, when did I meet you? How long ago? Like, how long has it
I
been?
think
It's been,
it's been over
it's been,
15 years, right? Something like that.
it feels like that,
Dude,
dude.
it's been,
It has that feeling like I've known you for a
yeah,
long ass fucking time,
I
but it's
have
been a
known you for a
decade.
long time.
It's been a
But
decade. 2012.
2012, I was going to say the same thing, 2012.
2012. So it's actually been a decade of friendship, my
Yeah,
boy.
that's pretty cool, man. I mean, hey, are you sure it's 2012 though? When did you start Chili's? That's the that's
Yeah,
the
I think
answer.
it was around 2012. Well, what I did was I just went to my photos and I looked at photos
Hmm.
and like when my first like chili photo popped up and the date and it
That's
was
when you figured.
August 2012 and I know I got hired like in February, so
Bro, I remember when I
uh,
first met you, I did not like you. I was like, who's this fucking guy? Who's coming here to take my spot? Like these that like I
I
was
took it.
already the token Middle Eastern guy, it's the
Took
Middle Eastern. I was like, oh, there can't be another Middle Eastern guy here. And
Yeah.
no, you turned out to be pretty chill. I think the first
Right?
conversation I had with you, we were
Thank
sitting on the small side, closing. I remember they always put me on the small side because I was not the greatest. But the small, but I would be
you
closing out
had
the
your
small
moments.
side. Yeah, I'd be closing out the small side, and that's where
I think
people
you
would.
trained me. I think
Did
did
I?
you
I
train
think I
me?
did. I
I
think I
think
did one
I think
day.
you might have
I
trained me
trained you
like
one
one
day.
day,
Yeah,
right? I
one
think it
day.
was one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I saw you and I was like, man, look at this asshole. Who's this ass?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like you were coming in late, like you kind of had this smug look on your face, like you're too cool for everybody.
I was.
That
I
was
worked there.
that really was kind of your style. Like you
I,
like I'm too cool. I'm hip. I'm Adam. I'm in
hip.
a band.
I
I'm
mean, oh
like,
man,
you know what I
that was
mean?
a
I
decade
smoke
ago.
cigarettes all the time.
I still smoke
and
cigarettes, but that was so long ago, man. That being in that band, was a big part of who I guess I was. I felt I was, and it just turned out to be,
part of your identity.
yeah. I don't know. It was a lot, but maybe it did maybe act a little bit like an asshole, but at
Oh.
the same time, I loved that. I loved working at Chili's for
But
a
you're
minute
not like
though.
a dick asshole. I don't know. I guess there's types of assholes, but you would fall into that
I
region.
was nice enough.
I could be an. You're nice. I mean, look at it. Decade of friendship, right?
Right.
10 years.
But
10 years later.
that's very a decade of friendship, man. That's something I don't have anywhere with anyone else. That's something I've only had with you. And females, I mean, any dudes, in my life of just, like friends, they just come and
Mhm.
go, but you've kind of, I mean, we found a reason to just be home. I remember the day you told me that you were leaving Chili's. You took me into the car. We went to go sit in your car, and we were smoking a bowl, and you're preparing me for it, and you're like, hey man, I think I'm gonna quit. And I was like, I started
Yeah.
crying, dude. I started crying in the car. I
We had
remember.
fun, dude. We
Yeah,
had fun. You know
we had
what
a
I mean?
good
Like
time.
we tore it up. We had good times while we
Yeah,
were working there. We got in a couple scuffles and
yeah,
arguments, but
nothing
what
though.
brothers don't? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. It always happens.
If you kick it with anybody for a long enough time, you're gonna argue with them and you're
Mm,
gonna get on each other's nerves, and we still do, bro.
right,
I get on your nerves, you still get on my nerves.
right. It
Um,
happens quite often.
but yeah, I mean, we would have fun, bro. We were both single at the time, so we'd go out. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? We had our flings
True.
here and there, and we always kind of shared like what was happening
Right,
within our romance lives. Like it was like a
right.
sitcom, bro. It was like a
It
sitcom,
was
pretty
there.
much.
There was this
Really, what it was
sharing.
like.
There was this kind of like this bond over going to bars and clubs and trying to.
Just trying to meet women, just
Right,
trying to meet
right.
women,
I
and
guess
trying to meet the one though. I feel like we were always trying to look for like just a really badass chick that we could always kick it with,
you
right?
know
Like we
that
weren't.
that was
I mean, right?
yeah. That was it. Like I was trying. We were trying to meet the one, right? I guess, but without ever saying it. It was like an unspoken kind of thing. We never brought that up. We never, but we did kind of have this mission of
We're having fun, and luckily,
meet the perfect lady, right? Which I feel like
well,
you did. I didn't. I met ladies.
yeah. Well, now I'm married. Now I'm married,
Mm,
man. There was a
mm.
time I never thought I would be married. I thought I was just going to be single because that's just kind of how I played it. I never wanted to like tie down necessarily. It took a lot for me to want to sacrifice like that freedom I guess I had. I feel like you and I never fight over chicks because we have totally different wants and desires, I guess. For the most part. I mean, like I don't remember us at least fighting over really any girls or like, you know what I mean? Like you had your type and I
I
have
wouldn't
my
fight
type.
with any, you know, like I wouldn't fight, especially with you, over any female. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
feel like females are, you know, not as impactful in my life. I mean, no, wait, that sounds no homo, no.
Females are very impactful in your life. Let me help and
Yeah,
save you, bro.
yeah.
I've always said you've always been led by your dick. You let your dick. I think
Mm,
that's
that's
I
fair.
think that's a very I think you're honest and true with what you want when it
Hmm.
comes to that. But I definitely think you're blinded by it as well sometimes. I think your decisions are definitely you make some bad decisions.
And I make some good ones as well, though. You know,
You
it's
have.
not like I make all bad decisions. I've
This is
made a
all
few.
part of your story. I've made some bad decisions regarding that too. But shit, man. I mean, we've never even gotten in really like a fist fight or any kind of thing. Just maybe fucking back and forth barking at each other.
Yeah,
That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy, dude.
yeah. We never have
What do
really
you
gotten into. Well, maybe this one time on the basketball court, you kind of got a little bit competitive. You know, 'cause if you want to hear that, you want to tell that story, or should I tell that story? The way,
Well, I
I
think you should, I
mean,
mean, I don't know. I think
I think
we
I'll
have
tell it.
different perspectives on the
Here's the
story, to
story,
be
and
honest.
my version of the story is that
You are
me
a
and him,
sensitive guy.
no, me and him, me and Alex used to play basketball all the time. You know, I was street ball, 1-on-1, and to me, like it was just a way to kind of keep active. You know, and for Alex though, you know, he had to beat me every single day. If he didn't beat me every single game, every single time we played, it was a shame on his family's name. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you treated it though. And this
Well, you're
one
not
day,
very good, right?
well,
You're
no,
not
that's
very
not
good.
true. Come on, we've won games. Like
I'm not like
you're a lot
super
better.
dope
You're
with
just a
it.
lot
I'm
better
not
than me.
super dope with it. I have a very good jump shot, but
Yeah,
like that's why. I'm
yeah.
just saying.
And I'm just, you know,
Just saying.
regular dude. You know, so
You're just a regular dude balling. You got work on your jump shot.
yeah. So one day though, this regular dude, you know, is about to beat Alex with the jump shot. You know, and you can, like, I start to see his anger, just like there's no way in his mind. He's like, he's not gonna let this happen, and he starts talking shit. The more he's talking shit, and you're getting serious, more serious and serious with it. And eventually I had to bow out. I was like, yo, dude, I'm not trying to fight you over this game. You know, like you win. You know what I'm saying?
We would have never gone to that. I think it was just too much for you. See, the way I remember it
Hmm.
is I remember you were up on me one game, man. I was missing shots and you were up by like 12 points.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we were playing to, but you were up a lot and it was definitely looking like you were going
21.
to
We're
win.
playing 21, by the way.
And I just turned it up and started making all the threes. I started like going after all the rebounds. I know I was talking shit, but
Fouling, you know.
I know I was talking shit, but I mean that's street ball though, right? You fouled a little bit too. There was some tugging on
You
the
know,
shirt.
here's
But
here's the thing. I do miss playing ball with you, man. Like that's the one thing
yeah, it was fun.
I do miss that. You know, that was great times, definitely for sure. You know,
It was a great park too. It was a really cool park, man.
and you know, and now that you're kind of gone, or not been in California, we found another way to kind of stay attached, and which man, I think it's a blessing, man. This podcast has been a lot of fun, and I
It's
love
been
it,
dope.
and I love doing it with you, and I love just kind of just having a something I'm passionate about doing, and doing it with a brother, and
Yeah.
yeah, man, like it's a blessing. So I'm glad that was something that we found common ground on, you know.
Yeah, man. I'm right there with you. I know you've been pushing me to get on it and do it with you. You know why I had my reservations,
Yeah.
but I'm happy like it finally came around, definitely. When I was
Mhm.
in my accident and just sitting and you just reflect on life and everything. And I just wanted to do something passionate. I just wanted to be happy about something. I wanted to have a side project. I wanted to like just re-spark something, right? And I know you were always down. We just always have similar conversations, similar interests. Like we both like hip hop, but like totally different styles of
Right.
hip hop, which makes it interesting and definitely makes it annoying at times. Like we get in a lot of arguments
Right.
for people that don't. I mean, we get
Right.
heated
Right.
over shit. Like
Over Eminem,
like,
with things
well,
like
it just Adam is the type that talks shit instantly. Like he'll talk shit on everybody's music.
nah,
That it really is who
nah.
you are, bro. You
Look,
can't sit. Look, hold on. You can't sit in anybody's car, go to anybody's house without trying to take over the music. Yes or no?
nah, your car. your car. I could sit in your
No, no,
car.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. I see you're like that with everybody. Every social situation I've ever been in,
Nah.
you've
Nah.
tried to master you've tried to
No,
get
no, no,
control.
no. That's not true.
Ah,
Maybe if it's something whack, maybe if it's something like,
you
come on.
lie.
Maybe it's something
You
like, yo, let
lie.
me let me put you on to something dope. You know
Nah,
what I'm
you
saying? I
lie.
feel like I've
Lie.
kind of got the answer when it comes to, at least what's popping that people haven't heard yet. Yet. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I just want to show people like, yo, check this new artist out. Check this person out you may not have heard. You may like it. You may be something that, who knows, And don't lie.
It
I've
goes
done that.
left most of the
Yeah,
time.
no, but I've done I've showed you artists that still listen to this day, right? Joey Badass.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
Certain artists, certain
all
artists,
right,
certain artists.
all right. So
But
give me that one.
I mean, yeah, a broken clock's right 2 times out of the day. That's how.
All right, all right.
That's what I say. That's what I say. But yo, you're the homie, man, and I'm happy Capture Culture podcast. We're still trying to figure it out
All
and
right.
find our footing, but it's been fun. It's definitely something to look forward to, and I've just noticed my life already changing with conversations I'm having with other people and all that. So happy we did it, my boy. Now, why don't we get
Same.
into it? I thought we both thought it would be kind of cool to one hit each other with the 10 blades
Yeah, I love that idea.
and kind of it's been so far in the early stages our favorite, I think,
Section
time
of the show. Right.
right? Like when we're interviewing people, I think the 10 blades has been the most fun, and you never know where it's going to take us. And honestly, we've gotten like different responses from so many people so far. It's been pretty cool and interesting. It's like insightful.
And I'm pretty interested to see the way you answer the 10 blades, actually.
Yeah.
I want to see the way you would
Yeah.
answer it. So
It's cool because like I know what the questions are, right? I don't know about you. I wanted to try not to think about them, to try to give like like an answer, like how any of our
spontaneous
guests
kind of thing. Spontaneous.
You know.
Right.
Couldn't help but think about a couple. So I got some answers for you for sure. But we also I've never been interviewed, so we thought it would be cool to interview each other a little bit.
Yeah.
And do a little back and forth. And for the people that don't really know us and don't really know who's behind Capture Culture, for them to just like get an understanding, dude. Right?
It's your boy.
Yeah.
Alex,
So
it's your boy Adam. We your boys.
your boy.
Your boys.
So how are we gonna do this, man? How you want to do it? Why don't I interview you first, like a little interview?
All right.
Why don't we just ask you some questions?
Okay.
Okay, and then you could ask me your questions, and then we could save the blades as we normally do and customarily do to the end. So we save the blades for the end.
All right.
All right, bro. I'll set it off. Here we go. Let's get to know Adam D. Wally Warlocks, bad style.
Break it, Brown.
Adam, what has been your most favorite place to live? And if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
I mean, as far as kind of, do you want a city? Do you want a state? Or do you like you know what? Let me just answer.
Pinpoint the location.
Pinpoint the location. Shoot.
Southern California.
It's definitely Southern California. I mean, I lived in New York City, born and raised in New York City. I lived in Honolulu, Hawaii, for 10 plus years. Huh?
How was that? How was living on an island?
Shitty, bro. I mean, you know what? I'm probably taking it for granted, but growing up as a youngin and not really having much to do on an island, where all you really could do is get into trouble, and that's pretty much what I did, and you get this thing called island fever, where it's just you just run out of shit to do, and then you just want to go fight people because adrenaline or whatever. And I just hated Hawaii. I don't know.
Did you fight? Did you fight? Did you get
I mean, I got my ass kicked a lot of times. I got,
Samoan dudes or what?
No, I never fucked with Samoan dudes, man. Like that. I'm not that though.
Those 808 motherfuckers.
They're
guys,
huge, man. Yo, one time I saw this brawl out on the street, and I was at work. There's a bunch of black dudes and a bunch of Samoan dudes, like 2 gangs of them, just like on the street that I'm working on. And I'm working at a parking lot. Hey, be quiet. I'm working at a parking lot, and the cops are, and it's like a legit brawl, and there's girls fighting. Cops come, macing everybody, and I'm getting mace in my face. It was insane,
Mace
dude.
in the face.
Mace in the face is not cool. But to answer your question, where my favorite place to live, it's gonna be It's gonna be my parents' house, man. Like back a few years ago, living. I mean, Southern California, my parents' house, I guess, would be the not my favorite. I didn't love living with my parents, but they. It's not like they lived in.
Mission Viejo, right?
Yeah, you know.
It's a beautiful place in the world, man.
Yeah,
Honestly, when I go
definitely.
back and visit my parents, it's still like it's like okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a blessing, you
You
know.
get you get you get sick of it when you're there and it's all the time, but like you can't take it for granted. Definitely a blessing. Not a bad place to be. Where if you could live anywhere in the world though, right? Like if money wasn't an issue, where would it be?
You know, I would probably. I want to say Southern California, man, because there's not another place in America, really, you know, that I'd rather be, and there's no other place than America I'd rather be. So I want to be in America, but the best place in America I feel like is SoCal. You know, I don't think it really
So
gets
where
any.
at though? So where at? Like Laguna, you want to be in Laguna, you want to be in Newport, you want to be in
Man, this
Irvine,
question gives me like
you want to
bubble
be in San
guts.
Diego, you want to be in San Diego's not Orange County, it's SoCal though. Is it? I think it's SoCal.
You know what I
San
want to
Diego's
do,
SoCal.
man? You know what I really want to do? I want to get a
What?
little piece of property, okay? I want to build a couple tiny homes, okay?
Okay.
Like maybe like 8 of them, okay? And then like rent them out maybe, and live on one of them, and just kind of run the like treat it like a little compound, you know, like make it a little like a communal kind of thing. Maybe do an Airbnb type thing where, you know, just for income and kind of just living out. I don't know. That's what I want. That's kind of my plan, I guess, for now. You know, so I don't know.
Good
So
plan.
wherever I could do something like that,
Lucrative.
wherever I could do
Lucrative.
something like that. Well, yeah, money is money, but I think the tiny home idea is very cool. It's a cool thing to
Tiny,
do.
tiny home idea.
The tiny home, you know, like you have you seen
So how
these
tiny?
tiny,
How tiny?
tiny, like you know,
Like
one
square footage,
bedroom,
like what? Like 1,100, 1,200 square feet,
like
like the size of a small apartment or
yeah,
something like
size of
that.
a studio apartment. They kind of have things built, so you know, like things are built into walls and kind of, it's very like low footprint. It can, oh shit, what's the word? The footprint that you leave. You know the footprint.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
yeah. I carbon footprint,
carbon
right? I
footprint.
think
Right,
they
right,
call it a
right.
carbon
You're right.
footprint. So like a green friendly
Right.
kind of
You know,
like a green society.
you know, sometimes I wake up in the morning, I'm just like, damn, man, like this apartment is way too much. You know, like the rent.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is,
it's
bro.
way too much. You know, and it's just I don't know if I love it. Really, it's and I feel like the price of living here in this spot, just a little bit. It's like on my neck. You know, it's like somebody's got their knee on my neck, and it's just like, God, let me up.
I had to leave Cali, and I'm happy I did. My only regret was not leaving sooner, to be honest with you,
Yeah,
because
man.
coming out here had the opportunity to buy a house, already got mad equity in it. It's comfortable living, no traffic. Like I don't know, man. And to all my Cali people who are stuck in it, and think about it. Just think about it. It might benefit your life. It's hard to leave home.
Yeah. Hmm.
Excuse me. It might benefit your life. All right, let's move it on, man. How was growing up Afghan?
Different. Well, I wouldn't know anything other than that, but growing up Afghan, I always felt a little bit of an outsider, a little bit of I'm not like you, you're not like me. Um,
Yeah.
more of like I'm not like you, you know,
Hmm.
and almost feeling like certain things weren't for me, you know, weren't meant for me. I'm not allowed it. Not that I'm not allowed at these things, but kind of unsaid, you know, unspoken, you're not allowed at these, you're not supposed to be here or type thing like that, which eventually, you know, I got over because I don't give a fuck what anyone
Right.
thinks, you know, so,
Right. Do you
so,
still feel that now?
mm, not as much as I used to as a kid. As a kid, I felt it a lot.
It was
Uh,
bad during 9/11, right?
no, I'm talking about younger than that, even before.
But did but when 9/11 happened, it was
Nah,
like,
well, at that point, I feel like I've
not for
kind of
you.
found my identity a little bit, and I found who I was, and I started a little more of that don't give a fuck what you know, like I had
Yeah.
the more of that don't give a fuck. 9/11 was just hard because I felt like,
Hold
man,
up
that,
real quick.
huh? I don't know what he said, but 9/11 was hard just because I felt like it was um people kind of almost expected something, you know, like I was my so being young and being a Middle Eastern and being, you know, in America were three things that these, you know, like things that are in common. You know, I had these things in common with these guys, you know, so I just
Yeah.
felt like people almost expected something from me, but I was a very Americanized, you know, they call Asians like Twinkies, you know, like when you're yellow on the outside and white on the inside, you know. I don't feel like I'm the like I think the ho hos maybe like I'm brown on the outside, white on the inside, you know. So maybe
For sure. You're definitely Americanized, bro.
yeah, for
So,
sure.
so am I. I'm like a white boy Arab for sure. How many bomb jokes you get? Many people say, "Oh, you got a bomb on
Man,
you."
I really
Yeah, I
don't.
get it.
I mean, it really like
It doesn't bother me. I
it
get it
doesn't
a
even
lot.
like it's something that's I'm kind of I don't even. Nah, I've got a couple of them, but at the same time, like they were so kind of stupid that I'm just like, what? Like, what am I gonna do with a bomb?
I
You
got.
know, like I mean, you're more, yeah, no,
I got you, man. Have you ever been to Afghanistan?
no, and I don't think I'd survive if I went. I don't think that I'd get out alive. But I've watched a lot of documentaries on life in Afghanistan, and man, it is. I'm so lucky. I'm so man, my
Yeah,
life could
man.
be so different. You know, my life could be
Way different.
so different, and it's
Knowing you and like 80% of your lifestyle, you couldn't do in
oh
Afghanistan.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
oh
And me
yeah.
too. Like, right? Like the just the strictness
Man,
over there, just how
I couldn't
strict they
have my
are.
hair cut like this. I couldn't have, you know, I'd have to have a beard out to here. I'd have to, you know, just be I'd have to be married by now, probably have to have like 8 kids by now, you know, like
Yeah.
it's a completely different lifestyle, man. I'm so thankful for my parents to just have that just to have the desire for a better life, man, because it's you know, it's led me to do amazing things that, you know, I don't think kids in Afghanistan would ever dream of doing, you know. So I definitely feel like I have been living the life of a king, you know, for sure.
Are you into your culture at all? Do you eat the food? Do you like know some of the songs, the music, the dances, or whatever? Do you know what I mean? Like tradition?
Yeah, I mean, I know them. I eat the food, it's not something that kind of grabs me by the balls. You know, it's not something that, like my younger brothers, they like watch the movies and they, you know, they listen to the songs and you know, when my parents turned on the music when I was a kid, I was like, can we please just put on a fucking radio station, you know, that plays
Right, right.
American music
I'm the
until we
same
have to
way.
hear
I'm the
this,
same.
you know,
Still the same way.
you know, and you know, so that would lead me to have headphones in my ears at all times, you know, especially growing up. So I always
Yeah.
had my headphones on, listening to my own music and kind of just being an outcast a little bit. But yeah, now, I mean, I'm definitely proud of my heritage, but it's not something like it's not, the culture is not something that that's a part of me. I'm definitely part of an American culture, you know. But
I got you.
yeah,
Look, I'm American. I'm American. I'm with you. The older I got, the more I appreciated my culture, though, such as weddings, family get-togethers, and when my friends get involved in it, it's just like this whole world that they're like amazed by, and it's just so much, and it's so great. So I grew
right,
to love it. When I was growing up, you know, I was always like, I don't want to say I avoided it, but I wanted to be American. I'm raised in America. I'm American, so
right.
that's how I looked at it as well, man. Is 33 Threes the only band you've been a part of?
No,
And
well,
how'd you guys come up with that name too?
wow. Well, 33 threes is it started out called the plus size model, okay? And pretty much when I was
Like my women BBW.
yeah, so that was I mean that was the point, right? Like, you know, even, you know, thick girls need some love, you know? And that was so stupid, but that, you know, like back when I was working at Starbucks back in the day, I was a sensitive guy, you know. I still am a little sensitive, but I used to write some poetry, and you know, it was not like roses are red, violets are blue, but I used to just write some rhymes, you know. And one day, this guy, I don't know why, how he knew I was doing poetry or something, like how something came up where he saw that I did poems, or I think he was on my MySpace. He saw it on my MySpace or something like that. He saw it on my MySpace, and he was like, "Yo, I make these beats. Why don't you rhyme on it?" And I was like, "All right, let me try. I'll write a song to it. Let me see what's up." I go and I write one song, and it was called "The New Beginnings," and the first line goes,
Fitting for your first song
right.
right.
The first line goes, "I'm the shit and I don't even know it." Anyway, so that turned into him saying like, "Oh, I booked us a gig. We got a show in 2 weeks. You need to write 8 more songs." So I did that, and that turned into,
Damn.
yeah, that turned into like, we did the first performance, and it was kind of cool. A bunch of people came out, a bunch of juggalos came out, and showed support. And I mean, I studied for that thing, like I was prepared, I was ready, you know. And
So this isn't 33 threes. This is
it's not
like
33 threes
like a
yet.
solo rap career
Well,
right now.
it's pretty much plus size model, and what we had was a live DJ, the producer in the back.
So were you rapping?
I was rapping,
Okay.
and I had like my long flowy hair, and I had like my ninja suit on, and then we had this dude on the flute. We had a dude on the flute doing like this freestyle flute thing. Okay, so from there, you know, I wanted to develop the sound a little bit more, because you know the whole situation wasn't working. It just needed something, you know. So I brought in this kid named Adam to do the guitars, and because I saw him play guitar, whatever, he was good.
Adam and Adam.
And then he had a buddy, Danny, who would play the bass, and then the drummer was a kind of, anyway, plus size model turned into 33 threes, because you know the DJ jumped out, and I thought it was the end of the world, and 33 threes came from me saying, no, I could just do this without him, you know, sounds better. And the numbers 333 are like, I have them tattooed on me, because they haunt. I feel like they're numbers that I see every day, multiple times a day. I just see them.
Yeah.
And it's kind of something that it draws attention, like it draws my attention, and I'll acknowledge it, and then and you know, I don't know what it means yet. So, but even back then, it was.
I catch it all the time, and Alexis has a chain with 333 on it too, of your band. Without even knowing it, I told her about your band, but she sees the numbers all the time too. So
Really?
Kind of crazy. And ever since I heard your band name way back in the day, right, I started noticing 33 threes.
Yeah, a lot of people.
And I always noticed 1111 and 444 I catch too, kind of.
444 doesn't make the sense like 333 though. There's 3 threes, you know. It's kind of like, if there was 4 fours, I'd get that, you know, like
There's 444s. There's 444s.
But if there was like 1111s or 2 2s, you know, like I don't know. To me, I took seeing the symbol, the image 333. I took it as like God telling me I'm doing the right thing. I'm on the right path. I'm making the right choice. You know,
Right.
Hey,
yo, it's still on streaming platforms. Everybody, go check out the 33 threes.
Oh, for
seriously,
real?
Go check out the 33 threes. None of the music I made is on any streaming platforms, because I never took it that far, and I wish it was.
Man, we pressed up 4,000 CDs, bro. You know how many of those CDs
back in the days when you had to make CDs?
You know
now you don't even have to do that.
We didn't. Yo, this was when MP3s were going, and I was stupid. I was like, no, we need 4,000.
Yeah, we'll put it on our website, and we'll sell them.
You know how much I've got? I've got 3,000.
Limited edition. Don't tell them how much you got. Just say you got like 10.
Yeah.
How did you get into ICP?
Back when I was in the 9th grade, I was kind of a bit of a dork. You know, I used to eat lunch by myself on the staircase. And this guy who, you know, was kind of a bit of an eccentric guy I'd see around school, he'd wear these t-shirts, these cool t-shirts that had like clowns on him, and I was like, damn, that dude is cool. You know, like I just thought he was cool because he was different than everybody else. Anyway, one day he comes up and he gives me a burnt CD of it says Insane Clown Posse, The Great Malenko, and it had 7 songs on there. And I heard those 7 songs, and I was like, damn, that was dope. And on that day I went and I bought the album, the full album. And that kid's name was Jeremy. He was a pathological liar, but he was. But he turned me on to Insane Clown Posse, and since then I've been, you know, I mean, I consider myself a, you know, juggalo to the day I die, but you know, it's not what defines me. I'm not like a, you know, I mean, I'm me, but being a juggalo is just a bit of me. But yeah.
Yo, it's different and it's cool. I think it is unique that you're a juggalo. Because honestly, I don't fuck with the ICP, but it's not for any particular reason. They just never hit my radar.
Yeah.
I never listened to them, right? And
It ain't for everybody.
when I see them as from an outside, I see a gimmick. But yo, they've been around for a long time, saying they're a lot more than that. That's saying they're a lot more than that, and they got their own following. But they are a different sound. They're a unique sound.
If I took you to a show, you'd be like, yo, that was different. That was like, yo, give me some of their CDs. I need to put me on. Like, what songs do I need? If you went to see a show, just to let you know, man, like, look, these guys aren't stupid. They're not, I mean, they've been doing it. They know what they're doing, you know?
Yeah,
they've got an empire. Yeah. They're making their money. So there's something that they're, and I'm not an idiot. You know, I know it's all money. It's all kind of like, you know, when I pay for fucking $150 for a jersey or whatever, you know, I know what I'm doing. It's not, I like it, man. I like it because I like the style. It's different. And,
there's nothing wrong with paying that money though, bro. I mean, everybody's got merch. Every brand, every artist got merch, and people buy merch. So, you know what I mean? People spend fucking $5,000 on like a Balenciaga shirt, like a T-shirt. Right. You get what I'm saying? That just says Balenciaga on it. So I wouldn't fucking stress about that. You know what I mean?
I mean, I love Insane Clown Posse and the Juggalos and what they've done for me, man. Like they've kind of given me.
I'm trying to listen to their music right now. I didn't want to tell you, but I'm trying to listen to their music.
Are you really?
I'm going back. I've started today, okay, but I got back. I mean, I'm skipping through a lot of songs. It's really not my style, but this is the first honest listen I am going to try to give them. So I am going to try to give them an honest listen, and it's an objective ear. I've been doing this with a lot of artists recently since I got hurt with my injury. I've been like, yo, everything's on streaming platforms. Like the chance that I always wanted to like just have all this music at my fingertips. Now I'm going back and listening to artists that I missed and that I know have been around in the game, and I'm trying to like just get more well versed in hip hop. You know, just dive in.
Hey, more power to you, then. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Check.
ICP or WWE?
They're one and the same, bro. They're hand in hand.
You got to pick one.
Can't have one without the other, man. I mean,
you got to pick one.
Well, here's the thing, right? So
if you could go to, if you know you're about to see the best gathering of the Juggalos or the Juggalo show, let's say in their prime,
or the best wrestling show, Gathering for sure, or any ICP show over a wrestling show every day, any day. Yeah.
Who's the GOAT of the WWE?
Triple H.
Damn, really, bro? Yeah. Really, Triple H?
Triple H, bro. You know why? All right, number one, he's still there. No, he's still there. You know what I'm saying? Well, not anymore. He just left, right? But because he had a heart condition.
Well, yeah, he's got health issues.
Right. But okay, he was next in line. He's next in line under Vince McMahon. He's next in line. He's got the daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like he called his shot pretty much. And to me, like Triple H has always just been ruthless and kind of like he's just so dope. He doesn't want to spit in the air. It's just like he's sick. He's got the green, the light, like want some this on? No, that's China. But anyway,
part of DX.
Yeah, part of DX. That was so cool too. Like just being part of DX, and then on top of that, Shawn Michaels was one of my favorites as well. So having him and having Shawn Michaels together, it was like it kind of made him even more, Triple H even greater. You know, just being like Shawn Michaels' friend, because everyone wanted to be Shawn Michaels' friend, and you just wanted to be in the clique. You know. But yeah, I would say Triple H just because he's kind of just a cerebral assassin, you know, and he's been in the game. He's been playing the game. He is the game, you know. That's what I'm saying. He's the game.
All right, man. What attracts you to underground music over something else?
mystery.
You make it a point for underground music.
Mm-hmm.
What was the first CD you ever bought?
It was the soundtrack to Dangerous Minds with that Coolio song, like
Gangsta's Paradise.
Gangsta's Paradise. That was it.
Everybody
and I played it
was
on
singing that
repeat.
song.
Played on repeat over and over and over again, man. I remember I bought a CD player and a CD, and that was a CD.
Was the soundtrack good? Because that's the
Nope.
song everybody knows.
That
But
was
was
the
like
only
everything
song.
else on there?
That
good?
was track one, and everything else was garbage. But I listened to track
Damn.
one over and over again.
That's shitty, man. That's shitty. How many different jobs have you had?
A lot. A lot. But
Can
I
you
had a
name
lot
a
of side
Name a
hustles.
couple interesting ones.
I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese. I was
Really?
the rat at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, no way. You were the rat. You
Yeah.
dirty rat. You dirty rat.
No, I was a clean rat. No, but I was the rat at Chuck E. Cheese.
I didn't know that shit.
You didn't? No.
Wow, bro.
Let's see. I worked at a porn store, 24-hour porn store that had like booths in the back.
24 hours.
It was a 24-hour porn store. I was in Hawaii at the time.
Did you work the graveyard shift?
Yep, I did. I worked the graveyard.
How is a porn store in Hawaii on an island open 24
and this is in
hours?
Waikiki. It was in Waikiki, so it's the
Which is like what, a small island, right?
no, Waikiki is the main downtown tourist attraction where it's the like
I thought that's Honolulu. Isn't that Honolulu?
no, well, Waikiki is in Honolulu.
Oh, okay.
And
All right.
and but yeah, this was like in the middle of Waikiki, like right in the middle of it. You go up these stairs, and it was underneath a gay bar. So it's like there was a gay bar right next to it, and then so a lot of the yeah. Anyway, I got hired because I guess
You're their type.
yeah. And then anyway, but I used to get as much free.
You
porn.
knew your shit. You really
I used to get a lot of free porn.
nailed
though.
that interview.
You could
didn't
you could take home 3 porns on your shift. Like you could just take
Three
home
porns.
three porns. You could
Three
take
porns.
any 3 videos.
Three
And I used to
porns.
take 3 porns home every day. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
that how people came in and ordered them? I want 4 porns.
Yeah. Well, what they used to do is a rental, right? So it would be they would have the boots. You could go and I would put like 15 DVDs. So I would go and pick the DVDs, and they were like,
Why
you
does
gotta
it
put
seem
more
so
gay
weird,
stuff.
dude?
Huh? Why?
Why
No.
does it? No, not what you're doing. Why does it just seem so weird, like renting a porno, like knowing
Well,
that someone
now,
else rented?
right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you
Well,
know what
now,
I'm saying?
right. It is seem
You're
very
opening,
weird.
like
It
you're
does seem very
opening,
weird,
you're
right.
opening the porno. Like, are you thinking like, I hope they sterilize this because obviously the guy's hands are dirty or girl's hands.
Right. So
You know what I mean? Like things are getting messy.
So they stock the back of those places with just it's sterilizer, just the rolls of sterilizer, and that's it was a lot of that. But yeah, now thinking about it, renting a porn does sound very skeezy and dirty thing to do, just very like yeah. But also though,
Hey,
but what they did have is those
$1 billion
they had
industry.
jerk off boots in the back, where
Yeah, I've seen those only in movies, dude.
bro, and no, I've
Imagine.
seen this in real life. Let me tell you a story, bro. And I don't even know if I should say it on this fucking thing because it's horrible. Anyway,
Did you dance in one of those booths?
no. So
Does it involve
one
a
of my
glory hole?
jobs-
We all know you love glory holes.
it does involve. Well, it does actually involve glory hole. So one of my jobs was to make sure that nobody stayed in the back for too long, right? And this would happen quite often where, people will come in the back and I would just have to go back to them and be like, hey, you guys gotta get the fuck out of here. You can't be fucking on the fucking in public like this. You know what I'm saying? Get in the booth or get out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Do
Like,
you have to clean up after them?
so that was part of my job title, but I never fucking did it. I never did it. Like I was supposed to clean, like they give you like this big stick, like a stick with a
Yeah, they would need to give you a big
yeah,
stick.
it's just
wouldn't
like
they?
a stick with a sponge on it kind of thing. And
They need to
I
give you a
never
big
fucking
stick.
did it. But
Yo, I want to tell this story, and I don't even know
hold
if I
on,
should
hold
tell
on.
you. I don't even know. It's about
Wow.
you and your cleaning habits. When you told me you were Airbnb-ing a room out, and you wouldn't even change the sheets
shut the
of
fuck
your
up,
guests.
dude.
dude.
Shut the fuck up. God damn, dude. Not that. That's not that I wouldn't change the sheets, bro. It's
Yo,
just they look
you
clean.
didn't even
They
change
look
the
clean.
sheets.
Shut the
That's
fuck up,
disgusting.
dude. God damn it, dude. Anyway, so
Yeah,
this
wait,
one time,
no, for real. You want us to cut that out? We cut that out.
that's
That's
cool.
fine.
That's fine. But anyway, so this one time, you know, and I had a girlfriend at the time, so she would come to the store, and you know, I wouldn't pay attention, whatever. I would, to me, I'm like, I'm working at a fucking porn store. How much responsibility do I really have, you know? So I wasn't really
Yeah.
taking it
Yeah.
that seriously.
Right, you're not trying to
And
work up. You're not
and
trying to work your way up.
so at the end of my shift, this guy comes out of the back, and I realize that shit, this guy's been here all fucking shift, you know? So meaning that he's been in the back in one of those boots, you know? Probably the one with the glory
Wanking it.
hole. Not wanking it, dude.
No.
No. It was the glory holes. So he's got glory holes
Oh,
on either
okay.
sides. You know what I'm saying? One over here, then one over here, one over here.
Don't hurt your neck, bro.
Right? But that's pretty, you know, and he's sucking him down, you know? And this guy looks green.
Who's putting the glory in the hole? Is it
It's
people? Is it people that work there, or random people
I
too that
don't-
come in for
I
all
have
this
no,
shit?
no. Well, the glory's been hold, bro. It's been hold. It's been there. That glory's been. It's an old glory, you know. It's been there. But anyway, this guy looks green. He just looks sick. And I'm just like, yo, you all right, bro? And he doesn't say anything to me. He just looks, and he kind of like almost bleh, and just vomits, you know. And it's clear what he had vomited. And then I quit. That day I quit. I was like, yo, I'm not coming back. I just called them. I said, you got to get someone over here. I'm not coming back here.
Deuces.
Yeah.
Deuces. What made you decide to grow dreads, dude? And why did you cut them off? And then why did you grow them back?
What made me decide to grow dreads when I was young, I always kind of wanted them. I don't know why. I remember my cousin sitting there when I had like really short hair, and I remember her twisting them up, and we didn't know what the fuck we were doing, but you know, I remember trying to have dreads back then. And then I just had long hair, and I was lazy, and they kind of just dreaded into themselves. And I thought they looked cool, and I don't really know what else. I'm not really the Dylan type from 90210 where I want to have like a, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just me.
Swanky or spiky.
Yeah, you know, like I like it the way it is. And then I shaved it because my dad, for years, he's been telling me that, yo, you should shave your dreads, shave your dreads, shave your dreads, and I'll give you $2,000. You shave your dreads. Yeah, I'll give you $2,000. I never said. I was like, nah. And then the pandemic time came, and I was like, yo, I need that 2,000. You know.
You needed another stimulus check?
Yeah, I needed that, and so I was like, yo,
the stimmies weren't
exactly. So I cut him, and I was like, yo, here.
I remember watching the video. You know, people that know how it's a party.
Yeah.
It is part of your identity. It is who you are.
Yeah.
So you doing that change was like fucking huge, and seeing your face, like you took this deep breath. Your mom was in the video. I think like she was so happy. I would imagine. My mom hates my beard, always asking me to like trim it or cut it. So I can imagine your mom probably just hating your dreads.
But I felt when I cut them, man, I was like, that's it. I lost it. I lost all my coolness, all my power. Oh, it's all good. It's like, my self-esteem just went gone, dude. At your wedding, I was so happy to like, yo, I was so like, I remember going to the barber the day before your wedding and just telling her like, yo, I got this wedding and I cut my dreads and I haven't touched my hair since. And I remember like, I don't know if the day before when I went to your rehearsal, I looked like crazy. I look crazy.
You look very fobby, bro. You look fresh off the boat. You know what I mean?
But at your wedding, I look good as hell, didn't I though? Right? At your wedding.
I was looking at my wife. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. You look fly, bro.
But yeah, no.
We all look fly.
But you know, like I was very self-conscious about my hair, and it was just, I thought I was going bald, and God bless, I didn't. I don't know, man. My hair has just been my hair. It doesn't really matter. It is what it is, and it's just the mop on top of my head keeps me.
I hear you, man. So you have a history with all your girlfriends, man. You do have a certain type. What is it about the crazy girls that you like, dude? Why are you addicted to the drama?
I'm not addicted to the drama, man. I don't like crazy girls.
Like,
I think
I
really am not, man.
I don't want to.
Old age. Wait a minute. Especially yo, man. I'm getting too old for this shit, dog. Like I'm not. Like really, what I want, man, is I just want someone that's on my level, man, and don't get petty over some dumb shit, you know. And to me, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of the dumb shit just being an issue, and
Right.
and it's very, at this point, I'm not gonna settle for something that it ain't exactly what I want. If it's not what I want, then guess what, man? I'm all right being all alone. I've been alone. I'm all
Do you
right being
want to be
alone.
married?
Yeah, don't everyone? Yeah, I mean, of
Do you
course,
want to have kids?
don't everyone, man. Like, I
Oh,
mean, I've got a
and not
dog.
everybody, not everybody, but that's dope, man. That's
I
dope
mean,
to hear.
yeah.
You know,
Eventually,
for a
I'm not gonna
while,
do
because
it with
you
the
did
wrong
try to
person,
play it
though.
for a while. You did try
Yeah,
to play it for a while, like, that ain't me. That's not.
but it ain't.
But it's
It's not at that point. What it was is that I didn't have the right person in my life to do that with, and I still don't, man. I still
yeah,
don't. I mean, it's not. You
yo,
know,
yeah. Don't it's way better to me that you've never been married than have 3 divorces. You get what
right,
I'm saying?
right,
Like
right.
no one wants that shit, and people fall into that. One turns into two. You get what I'm
And
saying?
it could have
So
been at this point. It
yeah.
could have
So
been.
I applaud you for not forcing anything. You know what I mean?
But as far as like the crazy, I mean, girls like, oh, they're just fun, dude. They're just fun. You
I
know.
get the crazy. Yo, if okay, so you love your dog. Oh no.
hmm
Oh no's the
Everyone
oh
should love their
no's
dog.
oh no's the little man, right? If
Yeah,
you had to pick between your dog or the woman of your dreams,
my dog.
well done. Man's best friend.
I mean,
Why do you
well,
think
what's the
why do you
situation
think
though? You know what I'm saying? Is it like the woman of my
I mean
dreams is
the
gonna
I'm
die,
talking
or
like
my
yeah,
dog is gonna die?
I'm talking like the woman of your no, your dog doesn't die, your dog's just out of your life, but you have the woman of your dreams.
Yeah. Or I have my dog and I'm alone the rest of my life. Or can I mess with
Oh.
women's that are not my dreams? They're just kind of women's. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like,
However way you want
yeah,
to
then
play it.
yeah, my
I'll
dog.
say, yo, if you pick your dog, you still have a shot at the woman of your dreams, but
Then
it's
my
not
dog.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Why do you think our friendship has lasted all these years?
I have no idea, bro. No idea. I really don't know. I think it's because we're so similar but so different. We're very, we're very similar, but we're very like just completely different. And
We are. Isn't that crazy? That's a trip.
yeah, I mean, to me, like what it's always been a trip
It's a
to me,
trip. It's a trip to me. It's a trip to me.
a trip
Because
to
we have different outlooks, bro. Like different approaches. Everything's different, but we have similarities too.
right. And I feel like people when we first started hanging out, people almost expected us to, at Chili's, right? People almost expected us to be friends because we're Middle Eastern, and I always thought it was kind of weird. Was your set? Are you done? Are you done with your questions?
No, I have a couple more. We could run through them.
All right, let's run through 'em.
Yeah.
Because what I was about to say is it's part of my questioning, so I'll just
Yeah.
wait. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I'll edit all that little part out. All right.
Nah, I mean, no need. Okay,
Uh,
go ahead.
no, you do. We got to edit it for time, dude. It's just about you got to think about the listener, bro. You make it
Cut.
entertaining. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like this Danny episode, I probably cut like half the episode right now. All right.
He's a
Anyways.
great guy.
Uh, all right, man. How'd you get into photography?
You.
I got you into photography.
Yeah, man. You used to tell me like, yo, you should get a real camera. You take some dope pictures.
Sick.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember I gifted you a photography gift one year.
A photography book, but that was way after. Like,
Oh, yeah,
I remember at one point, like, what was it? Like, you were telling me like, yo, you should get a camera. You should do this. You should do it. I forgot what it was, but yeah, like the influence came
That's
from
cool,
you,
man.
and I remember being
I
at
didn't
a
know
show. Oh, like when I'm taking pictures of people at at the bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like that was. I would get on my knee and stuff like and be all serious about it, and and from there you kind of were like, yo, you should really get one, get into it, and from there I saved up some money and I got a small camera, and yeah, to me it's opened a lot of doors for me, so just keep it going.
Seems like a fun thing to do, man. I'm thinking about getting into it.
Why not?
I know there's a lot more. I got a lot on my plate right now. But yeah, why not? Why not? I'm with it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite holiday?
Halloween.
Okay. Hold on. Let me ask it again so I edited that right. What's your favorite holiday?
Halloween.
Halloween. Why Halloween?
Well,
That does fall in the year.
It's the best holiday ever, man. First of all, candy. Right. Second, right? The costumes. Right. Third, the
Yeah.
females' costumes. Fourth, just the chaos of the Halloween, the kind of, I don't know, the adventure of the things that could happen, or just when I was
That's true.
young, when I was young, we used to get in we used to go egg houses like an idiot. Okay. First of all, when I was a child in New York, my parents were immigrants, and they had just moved to New York City, and we were in a house, and we just moved there, and it was Halloween, and some kids egged the house, and I remember being terrified. I was completely I was so scared. I thought they were gonna kill us. I thought they were, because we were outside, all we could hear and see, like we could just, they were throwing tissue paper and all, I mean, they fucked it up.
Right.
So
So you guys were inside as
we
they're
were
doing this?
inside, yeah, and my dad wasn't home either. So, and that was like, it was just very scary. It was a scary,
Right.
like, oh, what are we gonna do? Anyway, growing up, and then as a teenager, started doing it myself, which is an idiotic thing, but then getting in trouble and I don't know, just the mischief of Halloween. That's what I love about it,
Mischief.
man. Yeah.
So what's been your favorite costume, or like your most, what were you like?
One year, me and my friends, we dressed up. We did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and we did. It was a really well done, very
That's a
well done.
classic.
This is back in the day when no one was doing like these group Halloween things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we just walked up and down the strip, and we had free pizzas. We were handing out real pizzas to people, and had a stereo playing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle songs, and had it was a great time. But yeah,
Committed. You committed to it.
yeah,
That's what's up.
it's awesome.
That's what's up. All right, man. A couple more. We'll wrap it up here
That's
for
a
your
lot of
end.
questions, bro. Damn, I don't have that
Well,
many, but
I had some questions.
yeah.
You were giving some in-depth answers. So
All
thank you
right,
for the in-depth answers,
all
sir.
right, excellent.
Yo, what's the best day of your life?
I can't say it on here. No comment.
Really? Really?
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's pretty bad. I can't say it on here, honestly. I'll tell you later, but I can't say
It's
it on here. I think
all
you
right,
were. I
cool. Maybe
mean, you do you remember? All right. No, I can't say it on here. I'll tell you later.
all right, word.
Yeah.
Well, okay, last one. Last one.
Mm.
What would your dream profession be?
Just to be, to be running my own company, to be, to have a successful brand. Yeah, to be, or if I was gonna work for somebody else, I'd want to be like the cameraman of the like NBA games. You know what I'm saying? Like or filming for like WWE. Like the cameraman of WWE events or something like that, where
Oh, cameraman.
huh?
A cameraman
Well, I mean, for not just the
for
cameraman,
big
but
no for
yeah,
big
big
events.
events. That would be amazing. Or like, um, yeah, or even just cameraman for foreign company. If anyone's hiring or something like that. Just joking. Anyway. Yeah,
Official application. Vivid.
yeah. But no, I guess a
Vivid.
cameraman would be,
Come get the boy.
you know,
All
I,
right. All
yeah.
right, man. I'm done. I'm done. That was pretty much it.
Well, man, that was I did not think we would be getting that deep into my life, man. I feel very, well, thank you for your interview, sir. I appreciate your interest.
Hey man, I thought I was gonna commit. I was gonna commit to it. And for the people listening at home, I mean that's obviously not everything, but that's just a handful of questions that I know fall into your interests and likes and stuff like that. So yeah, man. I don't know. You know me. I was gonna come prepared. I was gonna think about it.
All right. Well,
And I
Alex,
wasn't trying to air all your dirty laundry out, so I'm not gonna ask all the fucking dirty questions.
Alex, what is
Yeah.
checkmate?
All right. I like how we're getting started with this. Checkmate. I'm lining my J right now too. I'm getting ready for you. Checkmate, man. Checkmate is a lot. I got the chess pieces tattooed on me, on my arm, as you see. And one big reason why chess is just important to me is through my dad, because my dad taught me how to play chess. And it was just something cool that I learned with him how to play. And it's such a great game about, using your mind and thinking ahead. And there's something very like prestigious about it, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like intellectual about it. So I consider myself an intellectual. So that's kind of checkmate, and it was my rap name, and that was kind of a name that I took on. But someone had that name, so I had to change it eventually. But that is what checkmate is, man. And it's just it's like a concept. It's almost like a Mamba mentality concept of just trying to think ahead
Being
and
ahead of your opponent.
trying to be ahead of the opponent. And sometimes the opponent is yourself. So it's
Mm.
just about thinking ahead and being sharp with the skills. You know what I mean? That's why like Wu-Tang was so cool to me because they incorporated chess into the like the beats and the samples they were using. And I just like, yeah, I love it, man. I haven't played it in a minute,
Yeah.
but
So
that's what
are
checkmate
you
is
are you
right
good
there.
at chess? Are you can you play? All right. Or is
I
that
can't play. So
you,
right now I'm a little rusty. You do have to kind of sharpen the blade a little
mm-hmm.
bit. But when me and my dad owned a cigar shop back in the day, there was a chess master, and he'd come in, and it was someone you wouldn't even expect as a chess master, man. This guy always had like a 5 o'clock shadow, kind of a grumpy dude, beer gut, t-shirt and jeans. Like he did not look like a nerdy type of guy, right? He just looked like your average Joe. But this guy was a chess master, dude,
Mm.
and he would like it's insane because they know the moves you're supposed to do. It's all very mechanical in the beginning. You know what I mean? There's a counter to every action in the
Right.
beginning that you should do. That books app, right? But I played this guy, and I mean, he beat me every time. I don't think I ever beat him once, but I came close. I just made him think a couple of times, and that was good enough for me because I didn't have any formal training. I didn't read any books, and it wasn't like I was playing with a lot of people all the time. It was just something I was doing here and there.
Mm.
But at the cigar shop, it became like me and him kept playing, and then I met another chess master, and I actually organized a match between them, and it
Really?
was really cool. It was cool to watch
You organize a
because
match between those two?
yeah. I was like, yo, I have another customer that plays chess and blah blah blah, and would you be interested?
Did you watch
Because
it?
it was dope. Yeah, of course I did. Yeah, man, it was really cool to watch. They moved really fast in the beginning. Their first like 5 moves each, like they knew what exactly how to act, and then the game just slowed down and it got intense. And the guy that I always used to play, he ended up winning.
Hmm. Did you put money? Did anyone put money on it? Anything like that, or no?
No, it's kind of a gentleman's game, you know what I mean? It's not in the park. I know in the park you might play like
Hmm.
fast chess or something like that, speed chess, and try to take money. But you know who's the best though? It's my pops. My pops is still the best. I remember during that time when I was playing chess, I was like feeling myself because I was good. I was taking it to this chess master. My dad beat me in 3-4 moves. So easy. So easy. And when someone beats you in chess that easy, it really makes you think, like, God damn, man.
Yeah.
Like your mind is way more advanced than my mind.
Yeah.
Because it is also about knowing your opponent and knowing and guessing what your opponent is trying to do and preparing for it and
It,
doing that. My dad was a master of sacrifice. I'd get the queen and I think I'm like up in the game, but he set me up to fucking get me. So you could have that bitch. I'm coming the back end right here. Boom, bow, checkmate.
you know, growing up, chess, man, I was never really good. My brothers used to always beat me, and I have always had a problem seeing the moves, seeing ahead. I only make the moves when I see it immediately. I just respond to. I guess that
Yeah.
says a lot about me and who I am, the type of person I am. But all right. When was the first time you saw the Lakers or saw like your first Laker memory, and why
Damn.
you're so drawn to the Lakers?
Love the Lakers. Yo, I had to give an informative speech once in speech class in college, and I just picked the Lakers. Uh, Man, my first memory though is just really just watching basketball at my grandparents' house in LA with all my family. It was basketball was always what my family watched. We were really involved in football too much. So it was basketball, and it was always watching Michael Jordan
Mm.
versus Patrick Ewing, and it was watching that. That really is what I remember. I don't really remember much of the Magic days.
You were too
Um,
young at that point.
I was way too young. I was
Yeah.
way too young. I couldn't even really tell you when the first time I went to a game was, but I do remember I went to a game when Magic had come back from the whole AIDS thing, and I watched the game then at that was time the Great Western Forum. I love going to games. They're just so damn expensive. You know what I mean? I just kind of avoid them now. But one of my favorite moments was my mom took me to a game 7, Lakers versus the Rockets, and it was when the Rockets had Ron Artest And Lakers, they had Kobe, and they were trying to bounce back from losing in the finals the year before. So it was a hot game 7 in the first or second round, I think, too. It was a hot game, bro, and they shouldn't have been there that early in the playoffs. I remember that, and I just remember really understanding what home court advantage is. Being there, because it was so loud the entire time before the game even tipped off, and like being there. And my mom got us good seats. We're like 5 rows back from courtside, like at an angle behind the backboard. And I knew it. Like I could tell from being there, like they didn't have a chance. Anybody that was there knew that this fucking team did not have a chance. And the Lakers blew them out. The game wasn't even close. It was like a fucking blowout.
Just because of the energy of the people that were there.
Just like the energy of the game, definitely. Like the Rockets had no chance. And I think the Lakers just got their asses handed to them in game 6 too. So it wasn't like expected they were going to win. But man, Lakers and Kobe have been in my family just growing up in SoCal. So it's just about watching all these games and moments with other family and other friends and rooting for the team and rooting for your home team. So it makes it easier when it's the home team. And I just always love Kobe, bro. He's the next coming of Michael Jordan. And he's just fucking hard. And he's always somebody that like I wanted to be. I wanted to be that cerebral assassin because that's not in my character. I'm a very like soft guy. You know what I mean? Like I could say that. Like I'm hard and I'm sharp, but I'm easygoing. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to be like a hard gangster type per se.
I see what you're saying.
But seeing Kobe and the Mamba mentality, like that was my inner animal, and that's what you saw when we would play basketball.
Right. That was like your
you know what I mean?
Spirit animal, your spirit guide is Kobe.
Yeah, that's where I try to go. I got a Lakers hat on right now. I got a Kobe bobblehead in front of me. I got this picture when Kobe died. R.I.P. Kobe on my desk
framed,
right here.
Bro, look at that, dude.
Framed, and it's my cat
over your jerseys.
Over all my jerseys, and I happen to have like this little basketball. I just put it right there. And yo, Kobe's the man. He's got a little wall.
Bro, I love that. I love that right. You have it framed on your desk, I love that. That's
right there.
That's why we're friends, man.
Hell yeah, bro. And I literally like, growing up, being a kid and having the time, I really did watch almost every single Laker game. Like almost every single one, dude. When I watch Kobe highlights on YouTube and Laker highlights, like I remember watching those games live and being in the moment. So Lakers all day, bro.
Why did you start working at Chili's?
They were hiring. They were hiring. I had experience. I was applying at a lot of different places at the time. And Chili's was like, I put in the application and they hired me that day. And that was it. That was it. There's no other reason. Who wants to work like jobs like that?
Right.
I quit because I kept having those like server dreams,
What server dreams you talking about?
I don't, like I was taking tables in my dreams.
Oh, and they weren't even paying you. They weren't even paying you for that shit. Right?
I'm literally kind of like feeling like I'm on the clock, bro, because I'm not getting good sleep. I have anxiety in these dreams because I'm dreaming about like tables that keep coming in and being sat, and it's just me. And for anybody who's worked in the food game, I mean, you know what that's like. It's tough. It's a tough gig. It's a lot of work. You're running around a lot and it's stressful. So, I mean, quitting, there's numerous reasons to quit, but having those dreams really I was like, fuck, man, this is giving me a lot of anxiety. And it's not even like it's that dope of a job. And it's like, let me go explore other avenues. But it was fun. I was a good server. I consider myself like I was one of the best there. I could handle my shit. I could handle a lot of tables. I could help out teammates. You know what I mean? I wasn't a slouch, and I was pretty good with people for the most part.
Yeah, you were a pretty good server. I remember. After me, but
I remember dropping food off at your table one time. And I don't know what I said, but I made everybody laugh within like 3 seconds. And I remember walking and you got mad at me. You were like, what the fuck did you just say to my table that made them laugh? You're like, you can't just drop off food and in that 3 seconds be the best server of the night,
Right. Hey. You make me look bad, bro. Don't make me look bad, Alex, where did you grow up and where do you consider home?
Home is where Alexis is now.
Oh, damn, bro. That's a good answer.
Right? Like that's my wife. That's my family. I'm very proud of what I have. And I'm very proud of just like having my own. You know, I'm very content with that. I love that. That's what it's all about. You know, home is also my parents and stuff. California is still home. Mission Viejo is still like home. You know, that's where the fam is. Vegas is my new home and I've accepted it and I like it and I'm not complaining about it. It's dope. It's cool. It's this next chapter in life and I grew a lot coming here to Vegas,
Hmm.
you know. I was born and raised in Riverside, Inland Empire, you know.
I did not know that
Uh
actually.
yeah, born and raised in Riverside. We moved out to Mission Viejo in like 2000, so freshman year of high school for me. And I spent all those years there, like 20, 30 years there. No, not 30 years, but
And you would ask me if I could live anywhere. Where would it be? Where would you want to live? Where is the if you money no option? Where would you want to live?
man, you know, I watched this show called The Mediterranean Life,
Hmm.
and it's about people that like essentially just pack up and move to the Mediterranean for this simple life, man. And it's like Spain or
Yeah,
Greece or places like that, coastal, you know, where there's like little cafes that you could walk to and have a glass of wine every night, and it's not gonna cost you $100 to go and have a nice night out with your lady, you know, or walk to an actual market and know you're like you're the person giving you your produce, you know, like a
yeah.
place like that in the world, man. That's where I want
Everybody
to go.
knows your name, kind of thing. Everyone's like,
And I've pitched the idea to Alexis, man. I'm not giving up on it. We would have to travel and go to a place and see if we could actually do it. But yo, if I get enough equity in this house and I sell and I could go buy out there and just buy off a property and like live like that, man, it's very appealing to me because a simple life, but with entertainment around me and health
I mean,
is what I really want, you
I,
know? Like that's really what I want.
I feel like that could definitely be a possibility, but I think for both of you guys, probably want to wait till you're a little bit older. You know, like a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, for sure. There's a number of reasons why I wouldn't do that right now, but I would say, you know, Spain. Spain would be like the best place to live.
Alex, how did you get into grilling?
I just always wanted one. It was like a concept of owning a house and having a grill and having your thing in the backyard set up, like a smoker. Like I have a smoker. I need to get a grill. But I don't know, man. I love to eat. I love meat. You know what I mean? I love red meat, steaks, chicken's cool. I'll do that. But I just wanted to learn how to cook and be a better cook. It is fun cooking. I hate cleaning, but cooking is fun. And
Well,
and yeah, man, it's just it's cool when people eat your food and they like it and they're enjoying it. Like that is a great feeling. And I'm not saying I'm a chef by any means, but I was trying to step my game up.
but you get a joy from providing that meal. I guess like we have like something in us from back when we were, um, you know,
100%.
like
That comes from
to
my culture.
provide, right? To provide for your tribe or
That
to pro.
that comes from my Jordanian culture and how I was raised and my parents. Like you came to our house and every 5 minutes we're asking you if you're hungry, if you want something to drink. It's like we almost don't accept no for an answer.
Right, very
And that's how it is like when you come to my house, you
right.
know. Alexis and I, we want to feed you. We'll get the charcuterie out, we'll get steaks, we'll
You
get
start grilling
meals.
things up, and like
We
that's
got, you know, we're not saying BYOD. We got booze, we got alcohol here for you to just come and vibe out to and have fun with. So that's just like within the culture, man, and it's great. I would love to one day have like a really big meal for my family. I've you know, all my family's in Cali, cousins, immediate, everybody's in California, even
mhm.
though really most of my friends. So one day I'd love to have like a big meal at my house where I could like
You're the
be
cook.
that
You're the
be
head
that
table
one.
in charge, right? You're the head
Yeah,
head of the
because
table, pretty much.
yeah, because growing up, that's what it was a lot of for me. We'd go to uncles' houses and it would just be a big feast and everybody would be there and entertain. So ideally, that's what I would love.
Um. Oh, damn! I just had my question. Growing up Jordanian, right? There's a lot of when I think of Jordanian, I think of a Muslim, being Muslim, right? But you're not Muslim. You're actually Christian, and that was one of the things that is similar with us, but completely different. What's it like growing up a Middle Eastern Christian?
I mean, in America, the Christian thing just made it more easy to identify with other people and just with everyone around me
Hmm.
for the most part. it was actually when we went to Jordan and visited Jordan in 2004 where we actually felt like outcast almost. It was weird. It was being in Jordan where we felt like outcast. But growing up Jordanian, I definitely felt like similar to you, man. Definitely just uh different, you know what I mean? Like I never really hung out with friends outside of school till like high school, till like yeah, high school. Because it was just always weekends were for family. We go to see all our cousins, which is dope now. I mean, I love it. I love having all those memories. Those memories like are so important to me. Like, seeing cousins and family every. Um,
Do
but
you,
yeah,
do you
yeah.
think?
I mean, I definitely felt a little different.
Did you have you ever like looked into Islam as a? Have you ever looked into it, or is it something that is ever kind of?
I don't necessarily study religions to be
Mm,
honest. I grew up Catholic and Christian, and we went to church every Sunday, so that's just where I got my teachings. And I read a couple of books, as an adult, but to be honest, I'm a spiritual person. I think about it all the time, but I don't necessarily go to religion to get my spiritual food to feed my soul.
I
When I
understand.
do go to church, I go to church because that's just what I know and what I'm comfortable with. So when I go to church, I feel great. I don't go every Sunday. I actually haven't been in like years, but um, like yeah, I guess I would study it just to know it better, I guess. But I don't really study religion like that, so it's not a.
How
I
many?
more I more try to identify with someone who is Muslim or Islamic. That's really, I mean, that's the studying I would get. Really, is just understanding you and other people and just
Mm.
seeing that like ultimately, bro, we all want the same thing.
I'm not.
Ultimately,
I'm not a practicing Muslim or anything like that. I mean, I am also spiritual. I feel like that's the same thing I would say. But I was raised um, to be Muslim. But my parents don't even practice or anything. Anyway, how many kids
yeah.
are you and Alexis gonna have?
Shit, baby, I think one. I think one.
One.
We're gonna have the one. We'll name him Neo.
You know. So you want a boy or
I
um,
want I want a healthy baby. I want a
healthy
healthy.
baby?
I just want the baby to be healthy for their own sake and for,
Mm,
tough, man. It's tough raising a kid.
I
My
imagine.
heart go my heart goes out to, people who
Yeah.
have to deal with illness and stuff.
Um. Um. What was I gonna freaking say? Damn it. Um.
You're good,
Okay.
you're good.
Okay. With what's it called? Tell me about hip hop music and how you got who introduced you to hip hop.
Uh my older cousins introduced me to hip hop because they were listening to Tupac, Biggie. It was 90s.
Hmm.
I was young. My parents didn't let me listen to that shit. No,
Mm,
no, no, no. That my parents were strict, man. They definitely watched what I could listen to. And this is back in a day where that was very easy for parents.
right.
It's not so easy now for parents to stop their kids from listening to what they want to listen to.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's who introduced me. Really, it was my family, and it was like Tupac, Dr. Dre, Biggie. You know, the '90s got me into hip hop, man. And but I got reintroduced when my boy Mike. Mike introduced me to hip hop. Like he introduced me to the underground, to the backpack scene, the conscious hip hop. And that's when I started smoking weed too at the first time. So it was the combination of the weed and the hip hop,
And
like being reintroduced to the lyrics that made me creative.
and that's when you
And
started the Shadow Prophets with Mike, right? You started the
yeah,
Shadow Prophets. You started writing
yeah.
and doing your thing with the Shadow Prophets.
It's
Uh,
just like anything else. I get like addicted to something that I find that I like, and I get passionate, and I tune in, man. And it was all with freestyling. He liked to freestyle, and I was like, I can't freestyle.
yes, you can though. You can freestyle.
I can now, but like, and I'm not like super dope with it. But I have my moments where you
Hmm.
tap in, and you just get lost, right? But yeah, dude, I remember trying to spit my first line, and just it was one line, and that was it. Two lines, that was it. And I don't know, man, just got into it, and then creating it just added to the love of it, and it gave me more of an appreciation too for people that make music because I critique it as someone who tries to make it.
Hmm.
Like I've, you know, I did it for like 3, 4 years where I try to make music. And I still write
You
bars
still
from
right,
time to time,
right.
and I still like read lyrics and study lyrics.
You can go
So
find
it's
that on his SoundCloud
def
page,
yeah.
Apex ALX.
Oh shit, yeah,
You know,
yeah, man. That's the new shit.
yeah.
That's the
Actually, I mean,
uh,
you know what, man? To be honest, it's pretty
the
good.
fuck around shit.
Um, the one you released one where, man, it sounds like a news. The beginning is like a news kind of a cast. You know, like a dun 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 dun, dun. And then you start talking, and I'm like, you sent that song to me, okay? And
Ah,
I'm listening to it, and I'm listening to it like just like first I'm like, yo, this sound. It immediately I jumped. I was like, this motherfucker started a podcast by himself, and he's sending it to me, you know. And then you start rhyming. I was like, oh,
oh.
I got so
Ditched it.
like like, and then
Nooses.
he would send it to me, you know. But no, it was you started rapping, but man, I love when you send me a new song that you're working on, you know. And I feel like, are those songs? What are you doing with them? Are they completed? Are you still working on those songs? Are you working on an EP? Are you still creatively being creative with music?
I'm doing them for fun right now, so not putting any expectation on, and just making it for fun, and just that's really honestly all I'm doing. I don't have an intention. I feel like if I get good at it again and really get into my bag, and I'm feeling it,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe I'll try to put like a 5, 7 track, just like little EP, and really just work on it and make it a year, 2 years. Cause I mean, I'm not trying to blow up and be a SoundCloud rapper. That's what I'm not trying to do. I'm just trying to do it for fun and put it out there, and that's it. Just for the simple fact that I can, you know. Like really, I'm trying to make it quality at the same time, but I'm not no sound engineer. So this is the first time in my life that I've ever had like all this stuff where I could record and edit. So I'm just fucking around with it. That's all. I'm just like, I have it, so why not try it and why not do it? But I'm also kind of hoping that it sparks something else. I'm not necessarily banking on my music. I'm just a writer in general. I like to write, so I thought it'd always be cool to like write a dope movie script or write like a cool book or something that could be turned into a movie or something like that, or even a TV show. But that's kind of what I'm hoping it like sparks. Just being in an element of creativity and just rolling with it and just having fun with it, using it as a hobby, you know?
Other than Kobe Bryant, um,
Kobe.
who was somebody that you looked up to as a youth, as a kid? Who was somebody that you looked up to and was like, oh, that's something I want to do. That's somebody I want to be.
Eminem for sure. Eminem was huge when he came out. He was just a white guy, and he was a just off what everybody else was doing,
Mm-hmm.
and he was trying to make it in hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know it. He raps about it too. I mean, he says he wouldn't have blown up if he wasn't white, right?
Right.
But who knows? If he was black, he might have lived a different life and he still would have been dope. But that's what makes Eminem dope is he never tried to be like a hard gangster. He just had his own little Slim Shady style. And I know he's not the first to invent a style like that, but it was dope. I mean, he damn near perfected it and it was sick at the time. And he was one of the biggest things when this guy came out. And he was sick with it. And he was sick with it. And so Eminem was definitely like a role model just for that sake and feeling like an outcast, but loving hip hop. And then other than Kobe, I mean, obviously like, family pops and stuff, but uh I mean Michael Jordan. It was always basketball and music, so Michael Jordan, Tupac was cool, I like those were
Tupac,
kind of.
all right.
You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't have any like I'm not gonna front and be like Martin Luther King or like anything like that. Like those mean something to me now, older, but when I was a kid, it was just like the athletes, dude. The
Mm.
athletes and the rappers. That's who I wanted to be.
For me, it was Patrick Ewing. You know, so I definitely know what you're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
and to me, it's like Patrick Ewing still to this day. You know, like loyalty. You know, Patrick Ewing is just to me, loyalty is important. Um, um, where do you see, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Man. Doing this. Doing this uh at a, just having it be successful, doing it and being successful. And successful just meaning like, you know, a good set of people listening in, tuning in,
Mm.
man. Uh, I want to make it a thing to be like at least 30 pounds lighter, 20 to 30 pounds lighter. I want to get my health right. So get like being at like having a set healthy active routine in 5 years, and being more established career wise. Obviously, I mean, I got to figure out what I need to do career wise because that's and I don't know. I don't have an answer for that, and that's what I'm mad about myself. But it's a weird world, man. It's a it's weird times. And what I have now is like decent, pays the bills and it's good, but I want more than that, right? Like I want to like really like I want to live right, dude. And I want to live right, but I want to do it on my own. So owning a business, man, and making like whether it be this or something else, but doing something on my own.
Definitely want to be your own boss, right? Like that's, I mean, fuck working, fuck anyone telling you what time you got to go to bed, time you got to wake up, time you got to
Right.
come in. Fuck all that. Like um, what
Right,
was
man. Like I want to send my parents on a vacation. I want to
right?
do shit like that. That's what I want to do within 5 years, man. I just bought a house, so I know like realistically I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here in Vegas doing my thing. But you never know where life takes you, so fuck it.
Right. What was the moment that you knew Alexis was the one?
Uh that's one of those things where I might not be able to say. It was just a situation where we broke the law for
Mm.
family to save her to just be there for someone important and it really was like a really big thing, right? Like it really helped this person
Yeah, you
out
got to tell me this story, dude.
doing so. I can't because it's like not my story to tell. You get what
Mm,
I'm saying? But
mm.
that was the moment because we had to lie to the cops about like breaking and entering. It was nothing bad, like you know what I mean? But and I thought to myself at the time when like all this shit was happening, like, man, like she's putting me in a position right now where like things are a little hairy, like things get a little hectic. Like, is this the right one? But then
Mm.
I thought of it as this is what she's willing to do for someone she loves and
Mm.
someone that needs it. And it was like if that was me that she loves, I know I got a woman that will do whatever. And that is truly the case with her, man. She's fucking the best. She's the best. She got me 100% and I really never even questioned it. And that was the moment where I knew it could have been something serious for sure, man.
Yeah,
For
man.
sure.
Whenever I visit you guys, I'm always kind of pleased that Alexis is always super chill. She's never. I never look at her as like your girlfriend, or like your wife. It's more of like she's just the homie too. I feel like she's nice enough to me where she's the homie as well. I feel like yeah, she's I think about it, but like yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
always a pleasant um time
You
when
grew on her. You
yeah,
grew on her.
yeah, I'm glad. Um uh
And no, man, it is always a pleasant time. Last time you were out here, we just hung out and it was cool, man.
yeah.
It was fun.
Man, last time I was out there, man, I still feel bad about it. I told my mom this story and she was like, "You idiot," like but we had been up drinking, and I went I went, you know, before you had gone to bed, I went and I got an ice cream bar, out of the freezer, and
Right.
they were so good. This ice cream bar was the bomb. It was like 4 in the morning. We said our good nights, and I was like, then I was about to go up to the bedroom and you guys put out this nice bed for me, nice sheets, everything clean sheets, no Airbnb
Right.
dirty sheets. And before bed, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna get one more of those ice creams, just one more of those. They're good. And
Right, dude. It's the Haagen-Dazs. It's
there's
the
the Haagen-Dazs,
Haagen-Dazs
right?
chocolate bars. Yeah,
Haagen-Dazs
man.
with the
It's
nuts
one
on
of
the
my
outside,
favorite.
so good. And I went and I start eating it, and the next thing I know, I'm waking up in the morning and I've got chocolate and ice cream all over the front of my everything, and it's all over these brand new sheets, and I felt so horrible. And I went
Yeah.
down to the and I went down to the laundry machine. I try to, and then I put the remote in with the laundry. Man, it was a hot mess express. But
Yeah, bro. But it was, I mean, we partied that night, so I gotta
yeah,
accept semi responsibility. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
we
it
were
was a good night. Um,
good night. shots and all kinds of.
So from doing aside from me doing things like that, you know, where I'm and I feel like aside from me being late all the time, what's your favorite thing about me? Your
Yo,
favorite
man.
your favorite thing, you know, not I mean, you know, you say a lot
No,
of things
well,
that bother you about me,
yeah, we'll
but
keep it. Well, no, we'll keep it simple. I mean, you just got a good heart, bro. Really,
thanks,
I
man.
always tell you that. That's really what it just comes down to.
Thank
And
you.
I know when it comes like with me, it's always good intentions. Like I know I could count on you. You know what I mean? It's always good intentions. Like
Thank you.
I know you're not a shyster. I know you don't have you don't play angles. You don't play games. You know what I mean? So that's really what it comes down to, man.
Kendrick
You're a
or
trust. You're
Kendrick
a
or
trust.
Kobe?
Oh, Kobe.
All right.
Kobe. Kendrick's obviously like he's my favorite rapper, bro. Kendrick's Kendrick, but Kobe, man, come on. He's giving me all those memories, all those shots, all those buckets, dunks, steals, championships,
I knew the answer to it.
moments in time. You know what I mean? Like it's Kobe all day. I still say Kobe when I shoot. You know what I mean? I still say Kobe when I shoot a
Dude,
trash can.
so today I was playing NBA 2K 2022, okay? And I play my team, okay? That's the mode I mess with. And in
Yeah.
my team they have these invincible cards where they're like the best cards in the game. You know, you're not going to get them, you know? And this morning I opened a pack of the cards and it's an invincible card and I flip it over. It's a fucking Kobe Bryant invincible card. I go, yeah. This is one of the best cards. It's one of the best cards, and I'm so stoked because I haven't really played with it yet, but it's gonna be dope. I'm gonna kill it.
You're going on a winning streak.
Yeah. But then
Going
I
on a
thought of you. I was like, oh, it's Alex. It's that Alex energy. But that's all I got for you today, bro. That's if you wanna
Yo,
kick into
yo,
the
that's
10
stuff.
blades.
Yo, so we're gonna definitely have to edit this down.
I mean, I don't think
I'm
so.
not even tripping with the editing because I know
Yeah.
like I'm saying all this because I know we're gonna clean this up and
Yeah.
edit it. No, I mean it is a little lengthy. Maybe
No,
I,
bro,
what
bro,
I
this is exactly what I mean. I like it. So far to me, there hasn't been
okay
a lull in any of this. And
okay
I don't think you should think about it like to me, like, yo, this is what people want to hear, is what they want to hear more about who the fuck we are. And this is a
all
perfect
right
type of show, you know? So I really
all
like
right
it.
you got it. So
Let's
we'll
kick
pick
it into
up your
10
story.
blades then.
All
Right?
right, let's
Kick it
do the
in.
10 blades. Yeah,
1, 2,
10.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blades. Bro, who's first? You
10,
or
10,
me?
10. 10 blades.
Who's first?
Whatever you want, bro. Go ahead. You're
All
the
right.
eldest.
All right.
You're the
All right.
elder.
What do you think about the Blade 1? What do you think about social media?
I think it's powerful.
Hmm.
I think it's powerful. I think it can be used for good. Obviously, you can market yourself. That's what we're trying to do with it.
Hmm.
And it's also manipulative. So that's what I think.
Blade 2.
You gotta be careful.
Hmm.
It's like a drug. You gotta master your high. You gotta master the drug. Don't let it
Control
master
your
you.
high.
Don't let it take you over. You know
Do the drug, don't let the drug do you.
exactly.
Or
What
take the
social
drug,
media.
don't let the drug take you.
Well, we're taking it. We're all addicted to it. It's
Mm.
releasing endorphins in our
True.
mind every time we refresh that page to see something new. So we're all addicted to it.
Blade 2, what's the soundtrack to your life?
So I can't even pretend like I didn't think about this question,
Mm.
right? I really thought about this question, and it's West Coast hip hop. It's West Coast hip hop. If I had to narrow it down, there's so much out there, but if I had to narrow it down, Tupac was such a pivotal role early listening to rap, and he's one of my favorite artists that I respect. Kendrick Lamar is one of my favorite artists that I respect. Snoop Dogg is one of my favorite artists. You know what I mean? Even like the Dog Pound,
So West Coast hip hop.
dilated peoples, the game, just all these people from West Coast. I just love it so much. And every time I hear a hip hop West Coast beat, it's just nostalgic and it's fun for me.
Mm. All right.
So
What's the best concert you've ever Blade 3, what's the best concert you have ever been to?
Kanye, by far. Kanye was like definitely like that's like a moment where I could really look back in my head. Like I could remember everything.
Do you remember the name
and,
of the tour?
And the feels, and it was the Yeezus tour.
Mm. That was a great
Which
show.
which to me is always ironic because like I don't like that album that much at all. Like that's got to be one of his lower albums, but the tour was sick. I mean, when it came down to him playing all his greatest, it was a great show.
Blade 4, what's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie, I'm gonna go with Slumdog Millionaire.
Ooh, what?
dude, Slumdog Millionaire is, I love that shit, man. I
Mm.
love it because it's a story about how just like this slumdog, this street kid, or just a kid that's living life and going through life experiences, ends up having all the answers at the end for this $1 million game show. But all he wants is his woman that he loves. It's a great love story, and it's a beautiful story of like just really growing up in the slums and the hard life in India, and the way it's shot and the way the director does it. It's like entertaining. It's fast paced. It gets me, and I love that. I love the concept of like your life memories and your experiences is your riches at the end. You
I need
know,
to rewatch that movie, man. I can't
it's
remember it.
great. Oh, so great. And like, and they're torturing this kid in the show because he's getting the questions right, and they think he's cheating. Like they don't. How does this fucking slumdog have the answers? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's great. It's fucking awesome.
Blade 5. If you were a wrestler, what would your name be?
The big belly boy.
All right.
I'd be the big belly boy, and I'd like just do a big
BBB.
belly flop from the top
So
from the top
Yokozuna.
rope.
So you'd be like a Bam Bam Bigelow type kind of?
Yeah, that's a way better way to put it. Yeah, Bam Bam Bigelow. So
All
the
right.
big belly boy would be like Bam Bam Bigelow reincarnated.
All right.
Sure.
All right. Bet. I like it. All
Yeah.
right. Blade 6. What did you want to be when you were a kid?
Basketball player for sure.
Basketball player. All right.
I wanted to be in the NBA.
Blade 7. If you could pick any celebrity to be you in a movie, who would you pick?
I would pick the guy that plays the Punisher in the Marvel series, John Berthal. John
Berthal. Okay.
He was Shane in Walking Dead in
yeah,
first
yeah,
season.
yeah.
Right?
I like him.
And he's like in We Own the City that just came out. He's like quietly turning into a really good actor.
Yeah, he's very
time.
good.
He's
actually.
been, yeah. And man, he grows a beard, shaves the head. I think he would be dope. He'd be dope to play me.
I agree. Blade 8. Who is on your Mount Rushmore?
Dad, mom, Alexis, and then I'll throw a curveball out of the family bunch and I'll say Kobe.
Blade 9. Do you believe in fate?
Yes, I do. Yeah, we live this life and it's great. And it's like when we're making these choices, it's definitely free will. But then sometimes everything just lines up and things fall into place and you think something or something happens or whatever. And I just think that's fate. Right
And
there.
Blade 10. What type of culture are you trying to cultivate?
Creative one.
A creative culture?
Creative, just like a creative culture where you're always kind of like using your mind and being artistic and being expressive and communicative, that's kind of like
collaborative.
yeah, I mean, it's always in the arts. Anything I'm doing to take my time is pretty much always in the arts, whether I'm listening to music, watching TV, watching shows, whatever the case may be, reading a book, communicating, podcasts, listening to podcasts, doing all that. Everything is within the arts. So it's just being creative.
All right,
Being creative. Yeah, man.
You pass.
It's like it's crazy, bro, because you asked me that question and we ask people that question all the time. And it's like it's still blind. Like I was still like, whew. What is the culture? It's interesting, bro. All right, you ready?
I'm ready for the blades, bro.
Ready for the blades.
Bring the blade.
All right, bro. You know how it goes. Blade 1. What do you think about social media?
I think it's a necessity, an evil, but it's an accessory evil. You know what I'm trying to say. It's it's something that we need. We can't live without it, and it's brought our society ahead leaps and bounds. Like just the sharing of information and being able to go live. Go live at a moment's notice and kind of,
Right.
I don't know, that to me that's a power that I don't think that anybody really intended on us having, and being able to yield that, is a really beneficial, and if you know how to use that, man, like you're powerful in today's day and age. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's true for sure. What's the soundtrack to your life?
I would say Cottonmouth King's Positive Vibes.
Mm.
or Tangerine Sky, some like, well, you know, off that album, off that Endless Highway album kind of thing. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, something like that. Cottonmouth King.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right. What's the best concert you've ever been to?
I would have to say it would be the Hatchet Rising tour, the Insane Clown Posse, the Hatchet Rising tour, which is they brought everybody on their label out. So it was like Dark Lotus, Insane Clown Posse, Twisted, Blaze You Dead Homie, and they all performed on this incredible show. You know, and to me it was dope, man. It was just dope.
What year was it?
This was like, man, back in 2004, 2003, 2002. It must have
Man,
been. It was a long ass time ago. Yeah,
what's your favorite movie?
the Fight Club.
That's a fucking good one.
That's my. I watch it every single time I break up with a girl. I watch that movie, so I watch it a lot.
Is that a breakup movie? Is that? I guess it
It's
kind
a-
of. I
it's
mean,
a
he has a
empowerment.
twisted. He has a twisted love story
It's
with,
an
you know.
It's an empowerment thing. It's
Okay.
it builds me back up. You know what I'm saying? Like after I've been beaten and knocked down, you know, it kind of reminds me of like, oh, wait a minute, this shit is dope. Yeah, I mean, life is.
It's dope. It's a sick concept, bro. Definitely one of my favorite movies. That's it. What would your wrestling name be?
Um, well, Wally Warlocks, you know, I mean, that is my wrestling name. You know, I am a wrestler. It would
Yeah.
be, and then my managerial name, what I would be if I was a manager, it would be
Okay.
Bobby Bat style. You know,
So,
like
the
Bobby the
name
Brain.
fits both different concepts of what you're trying to do.
Yeah, Wally's more of like a wild and crazy guy, you know, and Bobby is more
Okay.
of a.
So is that like a Rey Mysterio type fight style or what?
No, well,
What would your fight style be?
well, my fight style would be like X-Pac, you know, because I'm a little bit,
All right.
you know, so
All
I'm a little bit, yeah, you know, like kind of like.
You're a punk. You're a
Yeah, a
little
punk, right? You know, so and then like my managerial style would be more of like a Jim Cornette, you know, with the hat, running with the tennis rackets and stuff like that, you know. So I'll just be running around being
But
crazy.
we're halfway through. We're halfway through. Blade 6. What did you want to be when you were a kid?
Man, you remember my little brother showed that he had like the paper with it said the doctor, he wanted to be a doctor. So
Yeah.
I did the same thing. We were, you know, in elementary school, and what I did, I wrote I wanted to be a rapper. That's what I wrote.
Yeah.
My teacher told me like, you don't want to be a rapper.
First grade.
Yeah.
What-
My teacher told me like, you don't want to be a rapper. And I remember I was like, what? So then she made me go change it. She made me go do it again, and then I put doctor, and then she accepted that one. But
That's
I
so
always remember
stupid.
that. I always remember that. But then I did end up kind of somehow turning to be a rapper of sorts, you know.
Of sorts.
Mm.
Blade 7. If you could pick any celebrity to be you in a movie, who would that celebrity be?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Dope. I've seen him in Nightcrawler, and I can
he's
definitely
dope.
see. Yeah, no, he's sick. He's another great actor of our time. For sure.
Him or Benicio del Toro. That would be a good
Okay.
one, right? Mm.
Benicio del Toro. Yeah,
Mhm.
no, for sure. For sure, dude. Blade 8. Let's see how you answer this one. Who's in your Mount Rushmore?
So, you know, I want to do I want to see. I want this question. It was always meant to be like. I didn't want people to answer like the family way. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna put. All right, I'm just gonna answer it my way. All right. Quentin Tarantino.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You got Hulk Hogan.
Okay. Okay.
You
I got you.
Method Man from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Big. Okay.
Okay. And then you got Hugh Hefner.
Yo, your Mount Rushmore's sick, bro.
It's all over
I'll
the place,
answer. I'll change my answer and answer it your way. You know, when you ask people though on like record, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Say your Mount Rushmore. I get why people answer it the way you do, but like we might have to take that question out because I don't know. It has like doesn't flow with the rest of them quite quite like the other ones do. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, unless you answer
But
it the way I
yeah,
answer
if
it,
you
you know
make
what I'm
it
saying?
fun, but sometimes it's like, do you like? It's just I don't immortalize necessarily celebrities like that. You get what I'm saying? But I get what you're saying. It's having
But
fun
we're
with it.
not really actually immortalizing shit,
More,
you
you're
know?
right. Yeah,
Like what?
I know. I'm overthinking it. It's my
Yeah,
chest. It's my
right,
chest
right.
mind. Yeah, I'll answer it fun though. I'll go The Rock,
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith,
Okay,
Kobe,
okay.
Tupac.
All right, all right. The Rock?
Hell yeah, The Rock is sick as fuck,
The
bro.
Rock is
The
sick as
Rock
fuck,
was
but
The Rock when I was young and a kid. He was in the WWF and he was entertaining us there, and he was like the best to fucking do it. He
yeah,
really was one of the
still
best
is,
to
still
fucking
is,
do it, bro.
still is, right.
And you know what I mean? People mock his style now. They
No, they don't
take
mock his
all.
style.
No, I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean mock.
Imitate,
They take
imitate.
it, imitate. Yeah,
Mm.
they imitate it. They imitate it. They take from
You
him.
know,
John Cena took from him.
his
John Cena.
cousin is doing amazing right now. His cousin has been on
Yeah,
for 2 years, been a champion for 2 years, dog. That's I
yeah.
mean, amazing.
So yeah, man, The Rock, and now he's just a big movie star, and he's like, he's pretty much an inspirational speaker too, as
Yeah,
well. And Fresh Prince, the Will Smith's the Fresh Prince.
yeah.
That's like, I grew up wanting to be the Fresh Prince, watching that TV show. I wanted to be that cool
Am,
guy that got the girls, but that was funny
am
and
I
carefree with it.
am
That's
I your
that's the
Jazzy
style.
Jeff? Am I your Jazzy Jeff? Is that,
Yeah, yeah, definitely, bro.
all right,
Definitely, you're Jazzy Jeff,
all right,
100%.
all right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, man. Let's keep it going with you, though. We got on me. Let's keep it going. Blade 9, do you believe in fate?
Yes and no. I, as much as I'd like to, I think a lot of this is not. I mean, it's just random dumb luck, and a lot of it's just kind of, no, there's nobody writing shit for you. Nobody cares about you. Nobody is writing anything for you, dog. It's just it. It's just it. And then when you die, it's black. Pretty much it.
Dark.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Sorry.
Damn.
Sorry, bro. Shit.
Like we're like barely standing now at Blade 10. It's like scarred. No.
Mm.
What type of culture are you trying to cultivate?
Type of culture um, that I would be proud of in the future. Like to look back on myself and be like, wow, you lived a good life. You brought good people around you, and you created something to be proud of, man. That's about it. It's just something that I'd like to be proud of in the future. Yeah, that's it. Something to be proud of. That's the one I'm trying to cultivate. That something to be proud of, because it's hard, like with the
It's
33
hard out
threes.
here for me.
With the 33 threes, man, I mean, I was trying my best, and it was hard. A lot of people, somebody had said something like, if you wanna see who your friends truly are, start a business. um a client will become a friend way quicker than a friend will become a client. And it's just like, it's true, man. But anyway, I heard that on TikTok, so I just had to, anyway.
No, I mean, hey, that is profound.
Yeah.
Start a business. I mean, that is where that's where you learn about someone, just how much they're gonna put in. Whatever. I'm gonna edit all this shit out. I'm tired now. It's almost fucking 1 o'clock.
Damn, bro,
Yo,
it is 1 o'clock, man. My dogs are like killing. But yeah,
yo,
man.
man.
Who's got
So
the? Who's got the? Who's got
we just
the?
did the 10 blades, huh? We just did the 10
Who,
blades. That was kind of fun, bro.
who's that
I've
was
never
fun.
been interviewed. I've never
Yeah,
been interviewed.
that was fun actually.
And when we do these shows with people, that's what they always say. And it's like, yeah, well, I've never even been in their shoes. So it's cool. Gives us a different perspective.
Who's got the lyrical miracle today? Huh? Is that you or me?
You could do it. You could do it. I don't have one.
I need to be all right. Give me a moment here. You know what? Can we end it with a joke instead of a lyrical miracle? I got a good joke for you.
Do it, bro. Why don't
Let's
we
do it.
switch
Let's switch it up to a joke. Let's call it the woke joke. Let's call it a woke joke. No, I'm just joking. Give me a second here. All right, got the woke joke for the week. All right.
Here we go. This is gonna be good.
What do you call a potato with a penis? A dictator. Like and subscribe. No, that's it.
Hell yeah. All right, man. Well, yo, this was fun.
Yeah,
Capture
it was fun.
culture. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Much love, and come back next week. Bye.
Yeah.